Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Three Things About the Browns. I'm Stephanie Haney here with voice of the Browns, Jim Donovan. And Jim, we meet again on yet another not so great set of circumstances.
Oh, boy, I have to tell you, this is as bad as I have seen it in a long, long time. Maybe the winless season, this kind of a score completely out of the blue. I mean, completely out of the blue that you would see the Browns come out and hand in that kind of a performance after they had played so well the week before. And we keep waiting for them to get on this roll, and then they go out and just really get humiliated by the Patriots.
It is a big seesaw situation we are seeing with the Browns this season. Let's get right to our questions, the nuts and bolts about what happened. Really seemed like the key to this game was the third down conversion. The Browns couldn't get them on their side of the football. They couldn't stop them from the New England Patriots. How was Bill Belichick effectively so able to just shut the Browns down on both sides?
Yeah, that's it. It's third down. There's no doubt about it. Defensively for the Browns, that's been a problem all year long. On the opening drive for the Patriots, after the Browns had gone down and scored to make it 7-0, the Browns had them in 3 third down, real tricky third down situations. The Patriots got the first down, went right down and scored, and then took off after that. Defensively, I think what Bill Belichick and the Patriots defense did, they tried to get the Browns in third and more than 6, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9, and then they felt that they had a really good shot. They had a great shot at going after the Browns' right tackle, okay? Blake Hance is in there playing for Jack Conklin. They went after him, really attacked him to get to Mayfield, and their secondary is one of the best, or at least right now playing as one of the best in the NFL, and that took care of it.
They certainly did take care of it. We will say that. Now, let's talk about Baker Mayfield. He left the game close to the end of the game with another injury, hurt his knee. Case Keenum came in. Is Baker too hurt to be playing right now, and is he a liability on the field for the Browns?
Well, I mean, I wondered about that even before yesterday, if this was a problem. Were they limited in what they wanted to do with their game plan and in their playbook? Because there were certain things that were a little bit, dangerous for him to do, considering the labrum and the harness on his shoulder. He had a sore foot. He had a laceration going into this game, and now he's got a knee situation. We know he's tough and things like that. But before the injury, I mean, that's really a poor performance that he played. I mean, he looked bewildered back there. He threw a big interception in the game. So I know he's hurt, and he's even more injured than he was before the game started. But his performance yesterday is troubling. It was that bad, I thought.
Yeah, I bet he's probably got a bruised ego today, too, to add to those injuries. All right, let's talk about the running game. Of course, we didn't have Kareem Hunt in. We didn't have Nick Chubb in. Hopefully he'll clear those COVID protocols and Chubb will be back. But what about Kareem Hunt? Well, when will we expect him back, and how does that change the game plan?
He was a little bit closer last week, but he did not get out onto the practice field. I think this week they would like to get him out on the practice field. I think in a perfect world, they would like to get past the Lions without him and have him ready for the back-to-back games against Baltimore with their bye week sandwiched in between those two games. Stephanie, what we are finding out is this. I thought the Browns were really a passing team, even though they're labeled as a running team. But even more so now, I am convinced the entire offense and the success of that offense goes through Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And, of course, neither one of them was there yesterday. Everything flows when those two guys are getting their piece of the pie and doing good things with their talent, which they can do. Other than that, without them, they are really limited. And I think defenses are looking at that Browns passing game, and specifically the tight ends and wide receivers, and they do not fear them.
They don't fear them, especially not after a performance like that on Sunday. All right, let's try to end things on a positive note. I'm an optimist, ever the optimist. Is there any good news about this past week that Browns fans can look towards before they take on the Lions next week?
Well, it's nothing to do with what they did, okay? It's what to do with what everybody else did. I mean, the Ravens lost on Thursday night. The Steelers tied, okay? So, I mean, everybody's kind of sitting around. I mean, the Ravens have 6 wins, and everybody else has kind of 5 wins, with the Bengals being off yesterday. So, I mean, it's still in place. Stephanie, I think the only way, I really do believe this, the only way the Browns make the playoffs right now is I think they have to win the division. Is that doable? Yeah, mathematically it's doable, and they have opponents coming up in the division. But they really have to get their act straightened out. But I think the only way they get in is to win the division.
So we're saying there's a chance. And that's where we'll leave it. Thank you for your time today, Jim.
You got it.
We'll be back next week after the Browns take on the Detroit Lions at home at FirstEnergy Stadium.